welcome to our presentation. Today I will talk about diversity discrimination, particularly issues that relate to LGTQ community. LGBTQ is an acronym that refers a diverse community of people with different sexual orientation and gender identity. As you can see, the piece of a puzzle are connected together. Each piece represents a role or an individual within an organization. However, if one piece is missing, the picture is no longer complete. Similarly, in the workplace, every individual is different in gender, identity, or perspective, play an important role in the success of the organization. Next, we will present our research on the role of leadership in preventing violence and reducing discrimination.
Vietnam in general perceived as a country that tends to be quite friendly and open toward the LGBT community compared to many other countries in the region. However, we found information on this issue on the photo title for most workplace general equality and diversity in Vietnam, organized in 2022, which demonstrates the following aspects of the discrimination. Approximately 30% of LGBTQ+ individuals and gaining employment. 59% of transgender people experience discrimination from employees. Nearly 30% of negative comments from colleagues affirm that this problem is not unique to Vietnam, but also occurs in many other Asian countries and around the world. Next, we will show you about this issue on the international scope.
The issue of discrimination LGBTQ+ is not unique in Vietnam, but happening around the world. According to 2018 study by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, which surveyed 1,571 respondents taking this survey. This survey showed us 60% of seeing job advertisements that implicitly exclude individuals based on their shoji, which means sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. Also, in this survey, showed that 21% China, 30% the Philippines, and 23% Thailand show that they reported they are being bullied, harassed, and discriminated in workplace. Also, the research of the Facebook Audit Committee, which surveyed 5,474 respondents working across the country. This study showed that one third of the respondents decided to looking for an LGBTQ+ inclusive employer or manager. Also, this survey showed us the number of 37% respondents reported they get non-inclusive behavior directly by their shoji. Number just only tell the part of the story. To give you a truer sense of the reality behind these figures, look at some document cases where members of LGBTQ+ community were treated differently and unfairly at work. In March 2024, a DC jury found that AARP Services illegally fired a gay manager due to his sexual orientation. And also, in 2023, the EEOC sued two subsidiaries of a trucking conglomerate, TFI International, over the extreme harassment of two gay maintenance mechanics in Ohio. The employees were subjected to a barrage of explicitly derogatory slurs, threats, and physical violation. Also, in June 2023, Japan's Supreme Court delivered a landmark ruling regarding a transgender female government employee. Her employer has imposed strict restrictions on her because her employer banned her from using the women's restroom.
So, when you see the following presentation, you can see the big three hidden issues in my presentation. So the first, there are anti-harassment, bullying, and discrimination solely based on their sexual orientation and gender identities. Second, they are stripping the full rightful benefit and pay severely restricted promotion opportunity for those exemption reasons. And finally, the ensuring same insulation resulting in struck to agree to into workplace often lead service decline in their overall productivity. So, when as a leader, I recognize the many solutions in the big three hidden issues in there. So first, I will stop all bad behavior by setting strict rules to protect every employee and ensure no one withdraws their power. Second, I will not force anyone to change just to influence. Instead, I will start mentoring programs to help them grow and be seen by their whole team. And finally, I will build better relationships with each member based on respect. So, when you read my presentation, and my goal is to create a place where everyone feels they belong but can still be themselves. A strong company never asks people to hide who they are. We use respect and diversity to grow together. And thank you for your listening.